What's up, YouTube? Blue Collar Success here. Beautiful day here in Wisconsin, and just wanted to talk a little bit about niching down in your mobile welding business or your business in general. Everyone can do, welding. Not everyone, I should say, but it's not very difficult to learn how to do basic welding. And you don't just want to be another guy that it just shows up and welds and does an okay job. As times get tougher and tougher in this country and around the world, you need to be able to stand out from your competition and to stand out from the rest. And it's hard to do especially when you're first starting to make a name for yourself in the business, but it's possible. And it is doable. It's just a matter of if you really want it or not. And you need to hone your skills in and focus on your sales skills, your customer relationship skills, your management skills, your welding skills. Because like I always say, the actual welding part of the business is probably 15% of what I do, maybe 20. You need to know how to weld and be a good welder. And you need to know how to lay down a good bead and do good work measures and cut pipe and all that good stuff. But the rest of the business is about learning how to deal with people and your management of your time, doing your taxes, your accounting, your bookkeeping, quoting. Because you can be the best welder ever, but if you don't know how to quote and you keep going under on jobs and you keep underbidding work, then you're going to be in for trouble, because that's a recipe for disaster. You gotta raise your prices, and with all this inflation going on, you have to keep up with inflation. Your business, even though you may lose some customers, you have to keep up with inflation, and you have to put yourself first in your business. I know some people may think that sounds selfish, but you have to put yourself first in your business, because it's your business, and you're the one who's suffering if you're just gonna underquote jobs because you feel bad because the price is too high, or you underquote jobs because you just feel guilty that you're making that much money. You should never feel guilty for being profitable. Now you shouldn't overcharge a customer so drastically where it loses you business, or you shouldn't overcharge a customer so drastically that you're price gouging. But you should charge enough to be able to make a living comfortably, and you should charge enough to be able to make a living for you and your family comfortably. Not just you yourself, unless you're a single guy. A guy or a girl, I guess I should say. But what really matters is being able to support yourself with your business. And that's why I have a full-time job, because I'm not ready to go full-time in my mobile welding business yet. And I like the security of having a job. And yeah, someday maybe I'll take the jump. And I'd like to take the jump someday and be able to go full-time and just give it my all and go 100% full-time in my business. But right now that's not on the books for me. And advertising is huge. Knowing how to market your customers, knowing how to do so much other stuff other than just basics of welding. Like I said, pretty much anyone can learn to weld, but it takes a really skilled entrepreneur to be able to know how to weld very good and manage a business. And whether you have employees or not, that's another thing. You should try to be very conscious of, if you are going to hire employees, to have that insurance and have that business comp and all that stuff, because you don't want to get sued, taken to court. You could lose your whole livelihood. You could lose everything you work so hard for. So never forget to do the legal stuff, the taxes, the bullshit like that, because it may sound petty, but it's important. And and you have to just do all that stuff in order to be a proper business owner. I mean, you can't cheap out on that kind of stuff. And knowing how to quote is huge. If you know how to quote and you know how to not underbid stuff, you'll be in for a lot of success, and you'll be able to do very well in your business. And it takes a lot of effort to cross the 100K mark, but it's not impossible. You know, with mobile welding, it's a business that you can scale up rather quickly, and you can really make it. You can charge pretty much whatever you want. And I mean, you don't want to overcharge you want to base it off your competition, but you don't want to undercut yourself, like I was saying. But you got to be able to charge enough to stay in business, and knowing how to charge, knowing when to charge more, when to charge less. You know, you got to be able to gauge that. And yeah, it's tough, but you can do it. You can get used to it, and it just takes practice. You're not going to just be a master of it overnight or even in a year. It takes you many years. That's another reason why I do it part-time, because it takes me. It's already. I mean, I'm not even anywhere near a master yet at the business aspect. I'd say I'm a pretty good welder, pipe fitter, but I am not a master at anything yet, and it takes many years to be able to become a master at pretty much anything. That's why the apprenticeship, you know, for the steam fitters is 5 to 6 years long, because that's how long on average it takes to become, you know, fairly good at something. So just stay on the course, you know, but raise your prices. If you're at $90 now, raise them to $100 an hour, 3-hour minimum. I raised mine to $115 with a 3-hour minimum. Yeah, I lost some customers, but I also gained some new ones, some higher quality clients. And yeah, it's all about gauging pretty much everything. The times that we live in, you know, and you got to do minimums as well. You don't want to just do $100 an hour or whatever and then end up, you know, only working 1 hour. You know, you gotta have, and then you drive all that way, use consumables. You know, you gotta have some kind of minimum. I recommend 2 or 3 hours. So with that being said, I know this is kind of a ramble of a video, but I'm just trying to, on this channel, I try to help you guys and girls out in starting a business, and just learning from the mistakes that I made, and just how to be a better business owner, a better person, a better welder. Thanks for watching.